Yeah, what's up? Yeah, this is the Gamer 7 show here on 89.5 ID Power on DeltaCollegeRadio.com. And I'm actually being monitored today. And hey, one of you guys could sit in this chair and talk on the mic if it doesn't matter really, but yeah. So you apparently your name again? Yeah, you could
Uh,
just tell me like
Eric, nice to meet
Eric.
you.
Nice to meet you, Eric, and Barhad. Farhad, you can use sit in that chair and use this if you want. But yeah, so welcome to the Gamer 7 show here today. And apparently, you say you like playing like
Zombies,
zombie games
Call of
and
Duty.
sports games as well.
Yeah.
Like yeah, they got so basically on this show we just basically talk about like the latest news and what's happening in like the gaming world. Like I go to video game websites to see what the latest news is, and because they always are the first ones to get it. So you ever heard of sites like IGN,
Mhm.
GameSpot, anything like that?
IGN. I used to get all my codes for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, they IGN would give you codes back in the day, but now they also give you news as well.
Huh.
So on today though, I was going to talk about any you guys ever like play RPGs or anything like that, like um,
What
Mass
kind?
Effect, like games where you get to build up your character as you progress through the levels and all.
Hmm.
Like
Nah, I don't. I haven't had
anything
time
like
for
that.
stuff
But
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, they're
Those are
time
the good
wasters.
ones, though.
Yeah, they're time wasters too, because
Mhm.
they could get really addicted and
Mhm.
they could like just keep you playing for like days and even
Yeah.
months. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so basically though, I was gonna talk about like extra content for games that they release after they release the full game in stores. They release content after that.
Yeah. I don't think that. I feel like if they're gonna, they should just.
Yeah. The first game I was going to talk about with that issue is this game called Mass Effect. A lot of people love this game. It's it's the RPG and a shooting game like uh where you get to like on a spaceship and all, and you get to explore different planets and
Hmm.
collect different data and meet different characters. And that's what a lot of people like about it.
Yeah, they get to live a whole nother life.
Yeah, it's made. Yeah, they get to escape the reality and get
Mhm.
sucked into this game's world. So apparently they're going to be releasing some extra content for the game, which was not released in stores when this game was originally released, and it's going to it's actually going to come with all three games: Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, in a trilogy with all the DLC for all the full games. So players will get to experience the whole series as a full, but who didn't get a chance to play the original game. So and they I'm not sure when they announced a release date for it yet, but I'm sure they'll do that soon. So you also like play racing games or anything like
Oh yeah.
Need for Speed?
Mhm. That's always fun. I like running from the cops.
Yeah. So Need for Speed Most Wanted, Burnout in a Helmet. So apparently
Hmm. Good
according
words.
to IGN, you may not be wondering the drivers in Need for Speed are wearing helmets. So you could apparently, I guess, add add a extra content as well to the game with new cars and helmets as
It's a
well.
beautiful car, that Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, the cars that you may not never drive in real life,
Yeah,
but
you'll be able to experience it there.
yeah, but you could experience in the game as well.
Hmm.
And that's another thing about the Need for Speed series is have you ever played Burnout, where you get
Mhm.
to just cause
Yeah.
destruction and
Yeah. Blow stuff up.
yeah, that's what they think they're adding some of those elements into the next Need for Speed game as well.
Hmm.
So yeah,
That'd be crazy.
yeah, people
Very
would
crazy.
enjoy that. And oh yeah, so you play any NBA games or like 2K13? IGN just did a review of this NBA 2K13. We usually go to check the reviews of games as well.
Hmm. When that when when that come out?
Uh,
Like
it,
last night?
actually I think it just released today.
Oh, today.
Yeah, cause yeah, it was released today on October 2nd.
Huh.
So so this is just what their opinion is on the game. And apparently, if you like this game, like you might like NBA Jam and I guess Street Hoops or something, because it's made by EA. They're in charge of like all the
Yeah.
sports games and all.
Mhm.
Yes, so they make this like what kind of NBA games do you like? This different kind or?
Well, I'm pretty much just a 2K guy. But I mean, I remember during high school, a couple of my guys on the basketball team, we played together. It was home court. And it was crazy. We were down by like 80 points at halftime, and we came back. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. There's also NBA NBA Live, which NBA Live 13, which by the way was canceled by EA, which is gonna upset some people though, cause um you know what I could go see why it said it on here on IGN that they canceled it for some reason,
Hmm.
but yeah um
Maybe a lot of people just aren't buying that. They just like the 2K.
yeah that might be one reason why.
Mhm.
It could be like you say, or because people like 2K13 more, or
Yeah, there it is, right there. See that link right there?
yeah,
A little bit right there.
NBA Live canceled, but EA has canceled the Live 13 because of posted EA Sports executive president wrote after a lot of consideration we have made the decision not to launch NBA Live 13 NBA Live 13 because and offered a bit of perspective on why. So according to him, the team knew it was going to be a long journey. The people who were making the game when they wanted to revive NBA Live and begin development in a new studio with the best new technology in order to make it happen. But making great games is not easy, Wilson wrote, and we're just not yet on NBA Live 13. Having continued to look at the game over the past days, it's clear we won't be ready in October. So apparently they didn't have enough development time to create the
Yeah,
game. So
they hadn't finished it.
yeah, they didn't get enough time to finish it to get it how they wanted it to be. So that's why they apparently had to cancel it.
Well, that's good. They're not putting out a bad game on the
Yeah,
market.
they couldn't give it the polish it needed. So yeah, so anyway though, but so according to every 15 minutes or so, which is one of the rules on everybody's show, we have to take a commercial break on and I guess play some of these PSAs until we come out think about what to talk again next on the show. So we'll be right back here on the Gamer 7 show here on 89.5.
The third annual Muddy Marlin Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Book Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Marlin Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The 3rd Annual Muddy Marlin Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Book Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Marlin Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The third annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Book Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Book Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
Yes. So all right. Welcome back to the Gamer 7 show. Apparently, the gentleman that was sitting right here had to go take care of some business, so he was just and we have to do what we have to do. So apparently, I being joined here again by I'm sorry, huh? Farhad, and during the break we were talking about like certain games that Farhad used to play when he was younger, and apparently you say you used to play Dead or Alive, like. Dead or Alive 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and yeah, he the fighting game series with the that was made by the people who made the Ninja Gaiden games from I forget the name is Team Ninja from Tecmo Koei, and they just recently released the newest installment in the Dead or Alive series. They released Dead or Alive 5 like during this month earlier. I believe it was last week or something, but yeah, and it's been getting a lot of good reviews. Like IGN gave it a 8.8 out of 10. Game Informer 6 out of 10, which is G4 a 3.5. Yeah, so a lot of good, decent reviews, and apparently it's been all these reviewers believe that the gameplay has really changed a lot from the previous Dead or Alive games. Like, yeah, it's and the more destructible environments as well. Like, and also the characters. Apparently they added more model texture to them, and they look more realistic in Dead or Alive 5 as well. So yeah, yeah, it's been a lot of people are enjoying it. So, but Dead or Alive 5, I guess so. I guess I would recommend it to people who enjoyed the previous Dead or Alive games. Also, we were talking about Halo as well, which is another game you said you played when you was younger. Because they got the new Halo game coming out in November. So, Halo 4, by the way, which will apparently add new vehicles and new weapons to the game and new enemies as well. So that weren't, and also the main character from Halo 1 and 2 and 3, Master Chief, is returning for Halo 4, which he hasn't been in the last games in the series, like the most recent ones. Oh, you mean for the actual single player? Yeah. Yeah, for the single player. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, for the single players, and so yeah, Master Chief is returning in Halo 4 as well. Was it on or? So yeah, so in Halo 4, you take on the role of Master Chief again, and also you get to you could play the story the single player with friends too if you want to. Like you could play with up with the four people in the single player.
Oh, so that's a new addition to it.
Yeah.
Because originally you couldn't really play with anyone on the
Yeah.
single player mode, right?
No, but now you could play with other people in the single player, and they could help you like try to beat the level and all,
It's pretty cool.
and advance through it. Like, and also the story of Halo 4 is basically almost the same as it was in Halo 3,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically going to continue the story from the Halo 3,
Mm-hmm.
and
Basically, still trying to kill Ellie and all.
yeah, with the guy Master Chief returning and basically trying to and it'll be less focused on the Halo series, and it'll be more of a first person shooter instead of relying. It'll be more about gameplay than it will be about story.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
yeah,
what
that's
most people are interested in.
yeah. When it comes to video games, yeah,
Yeah.
most people like playing the game instead of knowing what the story's about. And Halo is one of those games. So
Yeah.
and in it, you'll also be able to in multiplayer, you get to play with new vehicles and new weapons. And
So new additions on the online, online play.
yeah, the new additions like they say they're gonna add new modes. Like there's this called this Spartan Ops mode, and it'll deliver like it's where you team with other players to complete missions
Mm-hmm.
in the multiplayer, which hasn't been done in the other Halo games.
Mm-hmm.
And you could so you team with other people and to complete missions with each other, such as like I guess killing all the other enemies, kind of team death team based deathmatch and
Mm-hmm.
like that. And also it also have some of the editing and stuff from Halo 3 is going to return too as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Did they fix some of the glitches in the recent ones?
yep, I believe that's what the goal is as well. And Halo 4 is supposed to be coming out in November 6th, which is a couple months which is yeah, a couple months away. I mean next month, November 6th, yeah, since it's
Mm-hmm.
October now. And also they plan to release content after the game is released as well, so
Mm-hmm.
that you could download and you could buy use during like multiplayer and like different weapons as well that they didn't that they because that's just what games do these days.
Mm-hmm.
They release content in the game after it's been released in stores and all.
Yeah, for like different weapons, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
and yeah, so yeah, Halo 4 is gonna come out on November 6th, and it's scheduled yeah to be released here on exclusively on Xbox 360. So yeah,
Oh,
because
it's
it's
excluding PS3 phones.
yeah yeah
Because
because
none of
it's
the Halos weren't for PS3 or either, right?
well I think they were for Xbox because
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft owns the Halo franchise.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so that's why.
Yeah,
And usually I always go to like GameSpot to see what news that they're bringing up as well. So on GameSpot, like, ooh, they already got a review for Resident Evil 6, which is. Ever played any Resident Evil games?
yeah. One of them, yeah.
Yeah, I only played. I haven't played that many Resident Evil games too. Like I only played like Resident Evil 4, but I never played it all. To
Mm-hmm.
I only like I think I got last time I played that I got stuck in like a room somewhere and couldn't figure out what to do after that. But
And you gave up.
yeah, that's what happens in games sometimes when you get
Yeah.
stuck and don't know what to do and where to go afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, Resident Evil 6 scheduled for release in this month as well. Cause I'm also I like talking about like top games that are going to be released like in the
Mm-hmm.
upcoming months. So
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6 is one of those top games. And one of the people who's on the show, like they're planning to get Resident Evil 6 when it's released as well. What
That's pretty cool.
someone wants to get it for his sister, so
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
so so yeah, so this will be in this game though. You play as like different characters from the past games,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to like I guess you're like trying to play from all these characters, different perspectives of the game in the single player mode, And also they're gonna have a mercenaries mode where players can fight against hordes of other zombies coming at them. They get to like shoot zombies that are coming at them and all, and basically just try to survive and stay alive for as long as they can and get upgrades through every round.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's a lot of fun because one game you ever heard of Gears of War?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's it's trying to follow that aspect in terms of with a lot of enemies coming at you because similar to Gears of War's Horde mode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That
and
was really, really good.
yeah, you played it before?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of it when you play Gears of War?
A lot of gore, but that's people want.
Yeah, it's and the multiplayer in that is fun as well.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a fun shooting game, and which is what Resident Evil 6 looks to be like to have gameplay similar to Gears of War as well,
Mhm.
and as well as except it's not in it's in third person instead of first person like Halo is, but
Mhm.
and so far it's been getting some pretty good reviews as well.
I prefer
IGN,
first person.
yeah,
It's easier.
IGN 7.9, game trailers 8.8, and Game Informer gave it 8.7, so out of 5 out of 10. So yeah, it's been getting some pretty high reviews from a lot of critics
Mhm.
and a lot of mixed reviews as well. So if you're a Resident Evil fan, I'm guessing like um according to the reviews, you might enjoy it. So also coming out in October is also you know Assassin's Creed?
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed 3,
yeah.
which looks amazing. Also, it's coming out this month.
Mhm.
And in this one, it's gonna take place in like the like in history times, you know, like
Mhm.
during like the old wars and all.
Uh-huh.
And it seems a bit educational as well. So yeah, um, you also get to play a multiplayer in this one, which you couldn't do in the previous games.
Yeah,
And
that's what everyone wants.
yeah, you get to play with other players and you get to like basically sneak up on enemies and attack them and in multiplayer and in the single player mode, like it's you play as a Native American guy who's on war and wants to, I guess, he wants to encounter figures like historical figures like George Washington and
Yeah. Is he
all these,
assassinating them this time?
huh?
Is he assassinating them this time?
Yeah,
Like the
he
other
might
players?
be assassinating them or assassinating people that they want him to go after.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
That's interesting.
so yeah,
Can you change time?
it looks like you can like times will change over the years and the city of
Uh-huh.
Boston will look like it did back then in
Uh-huh.
like the game set in like the 16th the American Revolutionary War in the like 17th century.
Mhm.
Yeah, and and yeah, where you play as this assassin, this Native American guy, and you get to fight like the armies they had back then as well.
Mhm.
It looks like it'll also be coming with different different content as well. All,
Mhm.
after the game is released, like the like Halo 4 and Resident Evil 6. And yeah, and also in this Assassin's Creed though, I think they got a video online where I was gonna try and look at real quick.
It's ironic. It's both educational and non-educational because it's teaching people kind of to
Yeah,
do violent things like assassinate
yeah,
people, but
and also since it's taking place in the wars back then and all,
yeah,
people could learn something about the time that era of time and all.
yeah.
And here was you ever seen this trailer though before?
No,
This is you should see this trailer. It looked tight though.
Peggy 18.
I watched them fight and die in the name of freedom. They speak of liberty and justice, but for who?
So yeah, that was the Assassin's Creed 3 trailer from Ubisoft, and it should they say it's supposed to be released like October 6th, but or sometime in October. I'm gonna see what the official date is, so I can. Yeah, a lot of people are really hyped and really gonna like this game, and so Assassin's Creed 3 is scheduled for release on October 30th, the end of this month, for Xbox 360. Yeah. Yeah, and Wii U and the computer, PC as well. Yep, it's a multi-platform right here. So yeah, and not just it is not just limited to one system. Yeah, like Halo or Uncharted or like like just PlayStation or Xbox. It's everybody's gonna get a chance to play it. So apparently during the time limit, I just gotta play another PSA. Then we'll be back here on the Gamer 7 Show on 89.5 Every Power at DeltaCollegeRadio.com.
The third annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Book Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Books Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Books Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
The 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under can register for $15 on race day only. Proceeds benefit the Boots to Books Scholarship Fund for education of veterans in our communities. We are also looking for volunteers to help the cause. Find out more about how you can get involved at fgsforvets.com. Come have some fun at the 3rd Annual Muddy Mall and Crawl, Saturday, October 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. Register now online at fgsforvets.com.
You're listening to DC Free 89.5.
So, all right, welcome back to the Gamer 7 show here on 89.5 ID Power on DeltaCollegeRadio.com. And so we were just looking through a list of games that are coming out in the year 2012, and it's a big list, by the way. Nearly like 1,000 games or so were on that list, and a lot are coming out this year. Like, so you played some of the other Pro Evolution Soccer games, like
PES 2011, I guess.
yeah. What did you think of them?
It kind of sucked compared to the, I guess, these versions.
Yeah.
It's the early versions they had more like the characters looked like zombies. They weren't realistic. I mean, like Winning 11-9 compared to Winning 11-9, Winning 11-9 had more, even though it was more fake, it was still more fun to play, and there was less lagging in that compared to PES.
Well, I don't play sports games a whole lot, but I know sports games do actually improve in terms of graphics, like every year when they're released. Like they fix a lot of things that were wrong with the previous game, so that's what they plan to do with Pro Evolution Soccer 13. Like the pro. So in this one, like here's some examples of how they're gonna improve the gameplay. Like players are made especially to be recognized as real players, so they're gonna look real, just like one of the players. I don't know who this person is, but who like to take a midair ball with his inside right foot towards the goal. So Neymar has also been re-engineered to reach real player similarities and play exactly like the real player in the actual football. And
he's a famous soccer player. That's probably why.
yeah, so and also it'll have enhanced. Well, goalkeepers can also be enhanced, such as new moves on how to handle one-on-one situation, like a knuckleball and powerful shots. To increase the tempo of the counterattack, the goalkeeper's throw has added power bars to increase the distance of the balls thrown. So upgrade.
Yeah, in the previous ones, it's just like one simple way to score a goal.
Yeah.
There's no. They make it so detailed in this, right?
Yeah, knuckleball free kicks. Like knuckleball free kicks was already been available in the previous piece editions, but yet not informed the commands. Press the shoot button and press it again when the free kick taker's appearing his last step before shooting. So yeah, more control over it as well.
Okay, interesting.
And full hand and yeah, and also if you I think they're having they might even have a little didn't they have like a campaign mode in the previous games or something like where you can like go in different seasons like in different games and all.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do like kind of like a single player type mode in the game where you can go in different countries and then pick different teams as well.
Pretty cool.
So yeah.
I would say the thing they need to improve on most is the online gaming experience.
Yeah.
Most of it's less lagging. I guess that's the problem for most online games.
Yeah, most online games.
They lag a lot when you're trying to talk on the microphone and all that, and yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I've never played any of myself, but you have, so I'm gonna have to agree with you. But yeah, so
For Wii and all those things, all those platforms.
yeah, so a lot of games coming out in September. The Testament of Sherlock Holmes. I've never heard of this one, but it's gonna be an adventure game, and it's gonna be a Sherlock Holmes based game. So and it'll be like about like finding clues and stuff like that.
A detective and all that.
Yeah, like a detective type game like Sherlock Holmes was.
Mhm.
And then Marvel vs. Capcom Origins.
That's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, you played any Marvel vs. Capcom before?
Not really. I played lots of Marvel games.
Yeah.
But I never played Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, that's a fighting games like
XBL. XBLA.
Xbox Live Arcade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll be released on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade. And Marvel vs. Capcom Origins is scheduled to be released this year as well. And and look at all these characters. You could pick all these characters from the previous Marvel vs. Capcom games, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 1 are returning, as well as from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So agents.
That's important,
yeah, and this one's gonna actually have enhanced graphics that the previous games didn't have. So
yeah, characters are a big deal in this.
Yeah.
Lots of people are fans of Marvel. They want to see all their favorite characters there, right?
Yeah, and these games as well, the Marvel vs. Capcom games. So yeah, it's gonna be apparently scheduled. I think they released it on this month on the 26th in September. But yeah, now we're in October now. So NBA 2K13, which was released today, as well as Carrier Command. I've never heard of this one. GCC, yeah. So a game I've never heard of. So and also Nights into Dreams on PSN. I've seen this game before. I've never played it. So you ever seen this one?
No.
Yeah. It's apparently it's made by Sega, from the people who made Sonic the Hedgehog and all that, and yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, House of the Dead, and games like that, and it's just yeah, it's the same game. It's just in HD this time though. The original game. They got Resident Evil 6, which we talked about previously, and it's apparently gonna allow you to play as different characters in the Resident Evil 6 from the previous Resident Evil 6 games, and then and it's been getting a lot of good, decent reviews from critics as well. So that what might be one to check out, which is going to be released on November sec. I actually released. It was released today as well on November 2nd. Yeah.
Lots of games released today.
Yep, Sonic Adventure 2 for PlayStation Network was released.
I've noticed that you make that more realistic, like you said before.
Yeah.
They make the graphics better.
They do.
This
yeah.
one's actually like in first person, right? I believe.
Which one?
This game is actually like in first person compared to like the older versions.
Yeah. Well,
like more third person. Right?
Well, yeah, where you could run around the world more and have more freedom. Yeah, that exactly. Yeah. So yeah, this is Sonic Adventure 2 here, which they except they released it in HD, which means that they enhanced the graphics and made it better from when it was what they looked like when it was originally released, and
that's pretty cool.
and that looked cool as well. And now they got on October 7th, which is tomorrow, they're going to release Pokemon Black and White, Black 2, and Pokemon White 2.
Can't believe that show is still.
Huh?
I can't believe that that show and it's still
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
famous.
People still love Pokemon for some reason,
Does
but
that
yeah,
continue the show?
they're still showing new episodes of that. Yeah,
Oh wow.
even though I stopped watching it in grade school, but yeah.
Uh huh. Yeah.
And also, Princess for the DS. Never heard of it. Now they got this game called Dishonored, which is coming out, which is not a sequel or a remake of another game. It's just an original game. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be in first person, and it's gonna be an action adventure game
Mhm.
where you get to play as a supernatural assassin with superpowers, where you could kill enemies, and you're trying to kill someone for framing you for killing somebody. So
Mhm.
you just got to try to get revenge on them. And in this game, you get to take control of other animals and other people. Like you can mind control people basically and get inside of their body and make them do kill other people in this game.
That's interesting. Never
Yeah,
really kill people.
yeah, and then you could also use your powers to slow down time.
Mhm.
Where if an enemy is shooting at you with his gun, you
Mhm.
could slow down time, take over that enemy's body, walk in front of the bullets that the enemy shot, and then get back into your body, and then undo time, and then when time starts again, the bullets that the enemy fired would kill him.
Wow.
So
That's a that's a good addition.
yeah, and and it has different abilities as well.
When is that coming out?
It's supposed to be released in October 9th of this
Oh,
year. It's going to be on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the computers on Windows.
only they made this for like iOS and Android.
Yeah, you know what? They might actually do that in the future, but
Uh,
yeah,
like
because they
pirated.
do that. They do that sometimes though.
Uh huh.
They port stuff to handheld stuff things and even
Uh huh.
that. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see if they actually decide to do it or not.
Mhm.
Then they got Fable: The Journey for Xbox 360 being released. Just Dance 4 and XCOM Enemy Unknown. So yeah, XCOM Enemy Unknown real-time strategy game where you get to command armies and try to take down other armies and stuff like that. But yeah, it's for those type of players who like those kind of games.
Mhm.
And then 007, Legends. It's gonna be based on the movie that's coming out this year,
Oh,
the
they're
new
making
the
a new
new
one.
James Bond movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's they're making a game based on that movie coming out this year,
Mhm.
which is gonna be released on the 10th. So
So it's released prior to that movie
yeah,
actually released.
yeah. So it's gonna be a first-person shooter game,
Mhm.
kind of like the previous James Bond games were. So and apparently it'll have multiplayer where you could play as four players in a split screen mode and 12 players up to 12 players in per match, and it'll be kind of like Call of Duty.
Mhm.
But yeah, so these are a lot of the games being released for October though. Those are some of the big ones, and like Assassin's Creed, another one we talked about, and now they got WWE 13. You played any wrestling games before?
I wanted to. I don't know the exact names.
Yeah,
There's so many.
this is the new wrestling game coming out, WWE 13, and it's going to be taking place in like the Attitude Era.
Mhm. What's new about this?
Well,
Because most of them are the same.
yeah, well, this one was actually going to focus on the Attitude Era, which a lot of other games were mostly focused on the Road to WrestleMania mode
Mhm.
with an Attitude Era mode, but this one's going to focus fully on the Attitude Era, and you'll get to
Mhm.
play as old wrestlers from the day, like Stone Cold, The Rock, people who aren't wrestling anymore,
Mhm.
and it's going to probably add some new moves and characters as well, and that's one of the new additions to it as well.
Cool.
And it'll be like a story mode as well in there. Football Manager 2013 for November releases. We got Football Manager 2013, Halo 4, and that guy's fun. And also a big one that we gotta talk about obviously because it might be the biggest game of the year because a lot of people love
Mhm.
these games. The next Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2,
Yeah.
which is gonna have the return of its zombie mode where you could and it's going to be the ninth game of the Call of Duty game franchise,
Wow.
and but it'll be the sixth Call of Duty game the coming out though of the second Black Ops game, but the ninth overall Call of Duty game coming
Mhm.
out. So yeah, so it'll feature a campaign mode where you get to play as different characters in it, like you did in the other games in the
Mm-hmm.
single player mode, and go through the game. And also it'll take place in the future as well. So you'll get to use futuristic weapons, like guns that aren't possible to be used right now, and you could use guns that could like see through walls, and so you can kill an enemy through a wall.
Guns that will never be invented.
Huh?
Guns that will never be invented. In
Yeah,
real life.
probably so. And then they got zombies, which were in the previous Call of Duty Black Ops, and it'll be in zombie mode will return with its own campaign where like its predecessor will players will actually get to team up, and the first time to it'll be its have its own campaign separate from the single player first person mode.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get to team with other people, and it will look like 8 other people, and unlike Black Ops, which only and the world at war, so
Cool.
you get to team with them and go do missions together with them in terms of killing zombies and all.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, and that's so Halo 4 and Black Ops 2 are
Call of Duty is definitely gonna sell more
yeah
because it's available, like you said
it
before,
might do yeah
World Pass.
that is possible, yes. So yeah, so that's basically all the top games that are coming out this November for the Xbox for the Xbox 360 and PS3 and all, and Epic Mickey too, and in December they got all that's listed so far is Far Cry 3 and this game called Hawken, and this is a first-person shooter game, and this is like a mech game where you're inside a giant robot and gotta kill other people in them. So yeah, so those are the game releases all for the year of 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and since it's almost time to end the show in a few minutes, I just gotta talk about this real quick. You never heard of this though, but here on campus they got this club here they call the Game Creators Union,
Mm-hmm.
and in the club they're looking for people who are interested in what it takes to learn how to create video games and make them. Like they're looking for like writers, artists, musicians, gamers, programmers, or just someone who has a strong idea about the factors of what it takes into making great games, and even play testers, people
Mm-hmm.
who could test games for like bugs and
Mm-hmm.
glitches and stuff like that. So and they always have these meetings held on Thursdays from 3 to 4:30 p.m. in Shima here in 408, and because it's just wants to get people who's interested in what it takes to make games. So if you are interested in that, you could check it out if you ever have the time to. So yeah,
Is it
it'll
okay if I advertise my own friend's thing?
sure, yeah, you can
Yeah,
do it right
I have
now.
a friend in that club too. That's a really good club.
Yeah,
To they're promising. I don't know how to say it. They're really good at creating games and everything, and they have a lot
yeah,
of good ideas.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, yeah, that's gonna actually have to do it for the show during this week because we gotta get ready to elect this next gentleman here. Get ready to
Mm-hmm.
do his show. So yeah, so first
Farhad.
Farhad and Ira,
Nice.
yeah, nice meeting you, man, and
Nice
thanks
meeting
for
you.
coming on this show today. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, and we'll just be back next week with some more topics here on the Gamer 7 Show at 89.5 ID Power at DeltaCollegeRadio.com.
The third annual Muddy Marlin Crawl, presented by For Goodness Sake for Veterans, takes place Saturday, October the 6th at Jesse's Grove Winery in Lodi. It will feature a challenging 2-mile obstacle course with 9 boot camp type obstacles, followed by a big mud pit. Compete by yourself or with a 5-person team. Stick around after the race for a barbecue and award ceremony. Sign-ups are happening now at fgsforvets.com. Early registration is $50 before October the 3rd. Kids 8 and under